You can do everything right. Perfect recipe, perfect technique, chill the filling overnight, and still open the fridge to find your beautiful fruit jelly has turned to soup. And it's usually not your fault, it's the fruit. Some fruits will quietly eat your dessert from the inside out, and they're doing it on purpose. So let me show you which ones, why it happens, and the 2-second fix that saves the whole thing. If you're new here, I'm Dav. I've spent the last decade in 5-star pastry kitchens. I've got a degree in food science and nutrition. And since 2020, I've been a little obsessed with figuring out how plant-based pastry actually works. So a dessert that mysteriously turns into liquid, that's exactly my kind of mystery. Let's solve it. Here's the one idea to hold on to. Gelatin is protein. When you dissolve it and chill it, those protein strands link up into a fine little mesh, invisible scaffolding, and that mesh traps the liquid in place. Liquid held inside the protein net. That's what a set actually is. So anything that can cut that mesh apart can unset your dessert, and certain fruits happen to carry the perfect pair of scissors. So the usual suspects: fresh pineapple, kiwi, papaya, figs, fresh ginger, mango, and guava. And what they all share is a protein-digesting enzyme. Pineapple's got bromelain, papaya's got papain, and kiwi's got actinidin. Different names, but they all do the same job. These enzymes exist to break down protein. It's literally why too much fresh pineapple makes your tongue feel raw. You know that feeling? It's gently digesting you. So when that enzyme meets your delicate gelatin scaffolding, it doesn't see dessert. It only sees lunch. It snips the strands the mesh cannot hold anymore, and your set will turn into soup. Now, the fix is almost too easy actually. That enzyme is a protein too. And proteins fall apart under heat. So if you take that fruit and bring it up to a proper simmer for a couple of minutes, you switch the enzyme off permanently. Cooked fruit is completely safe to use. It's only raw fruit that sabotages you. This is the secret behind an old trick your grandmother probably knew already. Canned pineapple sets in jelly perfectly, but fresh pineapple wrecks it? Why? Canned fruit already been heat treated at the factory and the enzymes long gone. So if you want that fresh pineapple or kiwi flavor inside the gelatin dessert, I puree it, bring it to a quick boil, cool it, then fold it in. And don't lean on your freezer for this because freezing only slows the enzyme down. Thaw the fruit out and it will pick right back up. Okay, but what if you skip gelatin entirely? What if you're setting with agar or pectin or other plant-based options? Those aren't proteins actually, they're carbohydrates, a totally different kind of scaffolding. And the protein digesting enzyme has no idea what to do with the carbohydrate. It's scissors looking for paper and you just handed it a rock. So a raw pineapple gel that would be a disaster with gelatin sits perfect with agar, and the enzyme problem just doesn't exist anymore. But before you swap everything to agar, I need to tell you something. These plant gels dodge the enzyme, but they've got a different weakness, and that is acid. Very acidic fruit like citrus, passion fruit, sharp berries can weaken an agar gel, especially if you boil it hard in the acid for a long time. So the move is to build and boil your agar first and stir the sharp acidic fruit in toward the end. When you take it off the boil and then you stir it. Pectin's a different personality altogether. It actually wants some acid to set, but that balance really depends on the recipe. So I will give you that one its own video rather than bury numbers in this one. Before you set anything with fresh fruit, ask one question. What is my gel made of? And what is my fruit going to do to it? If it's gelatin, which means a protein, then raw pineapple, kiwi, papaya, figs, ginger, and friends will take it apart. Cook fruit first or use canned and you will be completely fine. If it's a plant-based gel, the enzyme cannot touch you. Just watch how sharp and acidic the fruit is and add the really acidic stuff late in the cooking stage. If a fruit's ever betrayed you like this, tell me which one in the comments. I promise you're not the only one. And if you enjoy nerding out with me and have learned something new, please consider subscribing. I am here every week talking about food science and pastry. So, we'll see you in the next video. Bye!